Everyone, this is Mike Corbishley with Multiverse Digital, and I wanted to put together a quick video discussing 10 frequently asked questions that we get from a lot of local business owners about how they can be using social media to grow their local business. So just very quickly, just so you have an idea of who's giving you this advice and where it's coming from, Multiverse Digital is the company that I founded. We are based right here in Massachusetts, so we're a New England-based company, and our experience is working with New England-based local businesses. I've spent the last 10 years working in the internet marketing space and with content marketing. Our company has managed hundreds of thousands of dollars in campaign ad spend per year, and personally, we've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars in education and training for online marketing. We have professional certifications from all the leading internet marketing companies like Digital Marketer, Facebook, and Google. And in 2019, we generated over $2.2 million in online sales for our customers through social media campaigns. So that's who we are as Multiverse Digital, and that's what we use to sort of educate sort of the following points that we wanted to talk to you about. So one of the first questions that we always get is, what should I post? What type of content should I post? And what we recommend is that clients can use a 10 by 4 by 1 framework. And so that is 10 entertaining or informative posts, 4 posts about the business itself, and 1 post that is an offer or a sales offer. And so what should stick out to you about this is that out of the 15 posts that we're talking about here, only 1 is trying to make a sale. So for every 15 posts that you do, 10 should be about entertaining and education, 4 should be about the business itself, 1 should be an offer to get somebody to be a customer. So let me break these down really quickly for you. So when we're talking about entertaining or informative posts, this is going to be value-based and educational-based content. So really the best type of content to put together for this bullet here would be anything that's going to be useful to your potential customer or people that are following you that is directly related to your service. So for example, the video that you're watching right now is a perfect example of a informative post, right? I'm not looking to sell anything. All I'm doing is I'm bringing value to the people that care about learning about social media marketing. And that should set a little light bulb off for you, because what this would tell me is that anybody who watches this video and is interested in this content could potentially be somebody that I want to work with. Okay. The second bullet, 4 posts about your business. So this is just, again, we're not trying to sell anything, but this is kind of opening the curtain and letting people see the inner workings of your business. So a great example here would be is if you did a virtual tour of your office space or your restaurant or wherever your physical workspace is. You can do this right on an iPhone. So imagine, you walk through the front door, you introduce them to the receptionist or the hostess and explain that this is the person that you would meet when you first came in, and then just walk around the office space environment and just show them sort of the workspace. Again, not trying to sell anything to anybody, but it creates that connection and it helps people see who you are as a business, the physical space that you're in, and it really helps build that trust and connection. And then obviously, we do want to get sales from this work that we're doing, but one of the big mistakes that people make is they're just constantly putting posts out there that say, hire me, hire me, hire me, and it's out of balance. And so with this 10 by 4 by 1 strategy, you're overwhelmingly bringing value and building trust and connection, and then every so often we're asking for the sale. How often should I post? So yes, obviously as often as possible should be the goal. We say you want to try to post at least once per day. Quantity is actually better than quality in the social media space. And so we encourage people, don't get stopped by trying to have the perfect post or make it look perfect or have the perfect words. Really the key, especially when you're first starting, is just putting content out there that's related to your business. First of all, you're going to get better as you do it. You're going to find your voice and you're going to find the message and the content that's resonating with people that are following you, and that will help gear you towards what you want to do in the future. Third question, how much time do I need to dedicate to my social media planning? Well, if you're just starting out, you are going to have to commit several hours to kind of creating some baseline content, and we will cover that in a different video. But really, in the beginning, you kind of want to build a baseline where you're educating people about sort of the core issues that your solution solves. And keep in mind, I'm not saying how you solve it. I'm saying take a problem that you solve, talk about that problem and what it is in your customer's world, and that is going to help build that relationship between the customer and you. So in the beginning, for sure, you're going to have to spend some time to build that foundational content. But once that is built, then it's just daily short posts about interesting things that are happening in your business. It's really no different than how a lot of people manage their personal social media pages. For example, on a personal social media page, somebody might cook dinner, be really happy with how it came out, take a picture of it and post it. In your business, maybe a new shipment comes in and you're really excited about a new product that's coming in, or maybe there's a new regulation change that you want to share with people. They don't have to be long and complicated. It's just when you're going through your everyday, if something sticks out to you, that's a great indicator that it might be something that you should post. So what do you do if nobody's following your business? And we're going to put all this effort into creating content and posts, but if nobody's seeing it, it doesn't really do much good. Well, there is a strategy that you can use that's going to connect with more people in your market, and you can show them your content for literally pennies. So this is a screenshot from one of the clients that we work with. This is a 5-day sample size. Okay, so this is a bunch of different ads that we've run over a 5-day period. You can see here in the bottom of this first column, we spent about $26. But here's what's interesting. So we are very big on using video, and I'm not talking about professionally produced video. I'm talking about iPhone video, really simple video, talking about your business. As think about to that first point, that 10 by 4 by 1. And so what you see here, where these 4 lines have video views, these were 4 educational videos that we had our client do. And what you can see here is we've had 88 people watch those videos to their entirety. That's where it says video plays at 95%. So most of these videos are 3 to 4 minutes in length. So we've had 88 people watch the completion of our videos for $25. That turns out to be about 28 cents a person. So if you think about that and you put yourself in your business, right? If you made a video talking about something that you did to help people and you got 88 people to watch that for 28 cents a person, you can see how that's going to start to build some credibility, build some awareness about who you are as a business in your local market. And it's a really, really inexpensive way to do that. You can see here for somebody to just stop and see the brand and start to watch 3 seconds of the video, it's costing 2 cents. Okay, so it's really, really cost effective for those of us that are a small business and on a budget. What's the best format for posting? Well, I just talked a little bit about video. You can do long form posts, short form posts, sharing related content. So video, pretty self-explanatory. Again, doesn't have to be professionally produced. You can use an iPhone just as well as any fancy camera or hiring a production team. Long form posts, short form posts, think blogs, right? Literally think about taking a blog and posting that as a piece of your content. So I'm not a great writer. I'm much better on camera and talking. So typically my favorite forms of posting are video and sharing related content, this last bullet. Sharing related content is simply if you see an article that's related to your industry and you find it interesting, you share it, maybe put a couple words, type up a couple words about your reaction. You can even do a video about what you think about the content, but at least this way you don't have to reinvent popular content that's already being put out there. You just kind of put your spin and your business's touch on it, and it's a great way to generate content. So what if I don't know how to edit or produce quality? So you don't have to. Facebook gives us all the tools that we need. These second bullets, Emojipedia and Canva, are 2 free resources that you can use to really jazz up your posts. But really, Facebook is going to give you everything you need. They even give you free stock photos if you don't have images. So there's no reason that you can't have a really good looking post put together, even if you've never done it, and it doesn't have to cost you any money to create those. How can I tell if it's working? Another big one, right? So we're putting in this time, like, how do I know I'm actually getting results? Well, if you look at your Facebook posts, maybe you don't totally understand the significance of people reached and engagement. But what you can see if we compare these two separate posts that I took screenshots of, this second one has 65 people reached. This first one has 39 people reached. Why does that matter? Well, the reason it's important is Facebook is always trying to figure out how can I make the people on Facebook have the best experience. And so what they do, and it's all done through artificial intelligence, is they will look at your post, they'll see how people are receiving it, and the better it does, the more people it will show it to. So if I look at this second post, I see that Facebook is showing it to more people. So assuming that these were launched at the same time, which they were, what that tells me is this type of post is resonating more with my market. So this is a really simple way to kind of see what content is working and maybe the areas you should be focusing on. So for example, if this was a video and this was a long form post, well, that might tell me maybe I should be making more video. Should I post at a certain time? Short answer is no. I prefer posting in the morning or the evenings, but don't overcomplicate it. Facebook will do the work as I just talked about because their whole purpose is trying to make sure that the end users that are on Facebook are getting the best experience. So you don't if you follow a page, you don't see every single thing that that page posts. You don't see every single thing that even your friends post in their newsfeed. Facebook will decide who you are more likely to look at, and that's the content that they're going to show you. So really in the beginning, don't worry about a certain time frame, just really focus on getting your posts out there. How do I reach more people? Right? So if we talked a little bit about, well, what do I do if nobody's following me? Well, we can do some really cheap advertising as I showed you on that previous slide, and we can get super specific in targeting the types of people that we want to reach. So as I talked about, we're based here in Massachusetts. So we can target the entire state. We can target certain zip codes. We can even target certain neighborhoods. And if you look down here, we can even get more detailed. We can do certain ages, certain genders, and even certain interests that people may have that would tell us that they're probably going to be more likely in our product than otherwise. So really you can use the Facebook platform to target who you want to see your ads. And this is a really incredible way where if you don't have people that are following you, you can reach more people. And then obviously the holy grail, the whole reason that we're doing this is how do I get new customers from social media? And really quickly, I just wanted to show you this pyramid. This was developed by a gentleman by the name of Eugene Schwartz. He wrote a book called Breakthrough Advertising. It's an older book, but it is sort of the Bible for a lot of marketers and advertisers. And one of the things that he talked about was this customer journey. And if you look at the top of the pyramid, you see where it says most aware. So people that are most aware, think about if somebody were to go to Google and search for your service. So for example, we're social media and digital marketers. So if somebody went to Google and typed digital marketing consultant Massachusetts, right? That is somebody who is very aware of their problem, very aware of the solutions that are out there and are looking to hire somebody. And in theory, yes, we would love to talk to as many people as possible. But what this pyramid illustrates is that that is a very small amount of the people that are in our market. So when you have a small amount of people in that space, it's harder to get their attention. It costs more money to do it. So the brilliant part about social media is it allows us to focus on these other layers of the pyramid. And guess what? These are really, really inexpensive. So this is where we can create that connection with people, even if they don't have an immediate problem that's top of mind. Maybe they can refer us to somebody that does, or if they get to the point when they inevitably need our type of service, we're going to be top of mind because we've already built that relationship with them. So our key, the thing that we emphasize more than anything else in our digital marketing strategies is yes, we can absolutely create ads and go after people that are ready to buy right now and want to capture as many of those as possible. But if we can build enough of a base and enough of a foundation through that content, through that educational content that we talked about earlier, all of a sudden these other layers that are a lot less expensive to capture people's attention and build relationships with will all feed up into this most aware part. So you're not just sort of competing with somebody at the end of the customer journey where they're looking at three different people who provide the service. And a lot of times it comes down to price and convenience. We want to build a loyal customer following, and that's how you can use social media to really do that. So if you're interested in a free strategy session, shoot me an email, support@multiversedigital.com. We'll have somebody follow up with you and set up a time, or you can go right to this link. I'm happy to jump on a quick call with you, take a look at what you're doing, and see if there's a strategy we can map out. Okay, guys, thanks for your time. We'll talk to you soon.